Talk show hosts will often say things to push a celebrity's buttons. But what happens when celebrities push back? Like when Judge Jeanine Pirro got into a full-on screaming match with Whoopi Goldberg on The View after accusing Whoopi of having Trump derangement syndrome.
Your opening statement, which was how horrible it is that Donald Trump is talking about all of these people.
Sorry,
you know what
that's
I
what
think
you
is
said.
horrible?
You said,
Whoopi, you know what's horrible? When people who shouldn't be here end up murdering the children of America.
What's horrible? When the president of the United States whips up people to beat the hell out of people.
No.
Say goodbye.
Judge.
Nobody is.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just point at me?
Yes.
Listen, I don't have Trump derangement. Let me tell you what I have.
Okay.
I have a lot of. I'm tired of people starting a conversation with Mexicans or liars and rapists.
Following the onstage explosion, the two got into a more aggressive altercation backstage, resulting in Judge Jeanine storming out of the studio. The following day, Whoopi addressed the situation on her show, while Judge Jeanine spoke about it on the Sean Hannity show.
And I saw her, and I had to walk by her, and I said, Whoopi, I fought for victims my whole life, something like that. She said,
blank you.
F you. F you. And I said, Whoopi, did you just say F you? I mean, she was right here. And then she said, get the F out of this building.
Stopped and put a finger in my face and yelled, I've done more for victims than you ever will. Then I said to her some few choice words I cannot repeat.
But that interview wasn't as awkward as Sam Rubins, who completely forgot who he was even talking to in his 2014 CNN interview with Samuel L. Jackson.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've been my mistake.
See what? See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
You know what?
We don't all look alike.
Father, you're
We may
exactly
be
right.
all black and famous.
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I am guilty.
Next question.
While the hosts try to laugh it off, Samuel clearly wasn't too happy about it as he kept poking at Sam's mistake.
You're the entertainment reporter?
I know. I've done
You're the
them all.
entertainment reporter
Right.
for this station?
Vlog.
And you don't know the difference between
I
me and Lawrence
know.
Fishburne?
But that wasn't as big a slip as when this CW host made a rather crude joke about Joan Rivers' daughter in this 2009 interview.
Did you ever run up to someone and say, hey, how did you get so rich? And the woman said, by riding on my mom's coattails. And you said, Melissa, this is my show.
I don't think so. And I think we're going to end the interview right now. Don't get so fucking smart.
We'll apologize for Joan's language right there.
Despite the use of expletives, that confrontation wasn't as bad as when Bill O'Reilly paid a visit to The View in 2010, where an argument suddenly erupted about Bill's political views.
There's the president going, well, they were right to do it.
Yes,
and then the guy
this is
says,
America.
and then
This is
hold
America.
hold it. Listen to me because you'll learn. All right? Thank you. And let me break this to you. 70% of Americans don't want that mosque down there. So don't give me the we do. 70% don't want it
But
down
why
there.
is that? But why aren't we
Because
saying...
it's inappropriate.
Why is it inappropriate when 70 families died? What are you
Muslims killed
talking
us
about?
on 9/11.
No. Oh, my God. That is...
Muslims didn't kill us on 9/11? Is that what you're saying?
Excuse me.
The tone of the argument became so hostile that Joe Behar abruptly stood up to leave, and, joined by Whoopi Goldberg, they both walked off set.
70% of the country.
I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here. I don't.
You're outraged about Muslims killing us on 9/11.
But that burn wasn't as bad as when Ariana Grande snapped back at these 106 FM hosts for insinuating that girls are narrow-minded.
If you could use makeup or your phone one last time, which one would you pick? Makeup or your phone?
Is this what you think girls have trouble choosing between?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this men assuming that that's what girls would have to choose between?
Can you really go anywhere without your cell phone?
Yes.
How long can you go without looking at Twitter?
Many hours. Eye contact.
Ladies learn. Listen and learn, ladies.
Boys learn.
Come
on.
We're on a date right now. We got our.
Have you seen the new?
Boys and girls, we can all learn.
Yes. They then moved the discussion onto the new iPhone emoji update when one of the hosts again brought gender into the conversation.
The unicorn's great, obviously, of course.
Girls.
Yeah, boys. Many boys use the unicorn.
Well, boys.
You need a little
one?
brushing up on equality over here. Come on. Who says the unicorn emoji isn't for men? Come on.
Is it?
I've never used the unicorn emoji.
All right, I changed my mind. I don't want to hang out at Power 107.
At least Ariana managed to keep her composure in the face of such obnoxious comments. But DL Hewley wasn't able to hide his frustration when he came on Fox News in 2017 to discuss a recent officer-involved shooting.
But they also exonerated Officer Derek Wilson.
That's not a...
And they found Hands Up, Don't Shoot was a
Let me
lie,
ask you something.
and that Michael Brown was the aggressor.
Wow. Here's what I'll say.
Don't wow me.
Don't tell me not to wow you. I can say wow if I want to, and I'll tell you this. Eric Holder's DOJ concluded that department was so rife with
That's a dodge. I already gave that. I already conceded that, DL. We're talking about Michael Brown and the lie
let's be clear.
of Hands Up, Don't Shoot.
I don't dodge at all. I'm here in Fox News.
Then let's stay on it.
The only place racism doesn't exist is Fox News and the police department. That's the only place. That's absolutely true.
That's insulting. You just insulted millions of people watching this channel.
And you know what? I'm insulted by the things I hear on this network, so we're even. I could care less about insulting people that insult me on a daily basis.
This next interviewer also caught fire after bringing up the topic of extramarital affairs in an interview with married actor Ewan McGregor.
It must be weird seeing, some headlines saying that Ewan McGregor is having an affair with Nicole Kidman or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it still baffles me that you even talk to me about it. I find as a human being, it's incredible that you even bring it up. I do, and especially in a room where you're all writing stuff that's going to go down. I mean, I had people basically asking me if I fucked Nicole Kidman. I'm a married man. Well, not so long. You make that face, but that's exactly what you're doing now.
As angry as he was, the conversation didn't blow up as big as Ben Affleck's 2014 appearance on Real Time with Bill Maher, where they touched on the topic of Islamophobia.
Or how about the more than a billion people who aren't fanatical, who don't punch women, who just want to go to the store,
wait a second. Wait a second.
Don't do any of the things that you're saying all Muslims.
Wait a second.
Stereotyping.
Wait a second.
Things, and you painting the whole group religion with that.
No.
What is your solution? What is your answer?
No,
just condemn Islam?
The solution. The solution is very much what
we've killed more Muslims than they've killed us by an awful lot. We've invaded more Muslims.
I am not for more killing.
An awful lot. And yet somehow we're exempted from these things because they're not really a reflection of what we believe in. We did by accident. That's why we invaded Iraq and put 4 million people.
We're not convincing anybody.
It's not I'm specifically telling you that I disagree with what you think.
I know.
That discussion didn't get quite as personal as when Nikki DeJager, better known as the viral content creator Nikki Tutorials, came on the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2020 to discuss recently coming out as transgender. But, according to Nikki, she wasn't treated with the kindness she deserved.
You found out that someone was, they were blackmailing you and threatening to reveal something.
Yeah.
How did you find that out, and is that why you posted this?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I got emails from a certain person, and he was not okay with the fact that I was lying and wanted to expose that. So he had a very pressuring tone of voice, and he was like, if we don't get an answer by tomorrow, it's out. And I feel like his entire goal was with this to destroy my life. A plot twist, that didn't happen.
What age did you realize that you were in the wrong body?
Well, it's funny because to me, I just always was so confused. I was like, why do I have to wear that? Or why don't I have long hair? And I'm really grateful because I know that's not the case for everybody out there.
If you wouldn't have been blackmailed, do you think you would have come out? And if so, was that important to you? Or?
I always wanted to come out with it, but it is such a delicate thing that how do you find the timing?
While it appeared that the interview went off without a hitch, it wasn't until the following month on a Dutch talk show that Nikki exposed the reality of her experience on Ellen's show.
Hoe was het bij Ellen DeGeneres?
Nou, laat ik zeggen dat er een groot verschil is tussen De Wereld Draait Door en Ellen. En dan geef ik jullie het positieve handje.
Want?
Punt.
Nou, daar wil ik meer weten.
Nou ja, er zijn bepaalde... Kijk, bijvoorbeeld, het is wel heel leuk dat jij wel vooraf hallo komt zeggen en zo. Het is bij Ellen in ieder geval, het is wat ik heb meegemaakt hier en andere landen is dat gewoon een hele andere wereld. Het zit gewoon iets anders.
Afstandelijke killer.
But while Nikki expressed her displeasure post-production, tennis star Novak Djokovic couldn't even hold his frustration in until this BBC interview was over.
When I feel that the crowd is stepping over the line, I react, and I don't regret my words or actions on the court.
How do you feel your mindset is when there is some disrespect from the crowd? Does it help you play better?
Do you have any other questions other than the crowd? Or, are you focused only on that, or any questions about the match or something like that, or is it solely focused on that?
Well, your immediate reaction after was
this is the third question already. I said what I have to say. Maybe we can speak about it.
So with Alex de Minaur up next?
Yeah, I look forward to it. It's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be popular here?
As tense as that was, it wasn't as uncomfortable as Jane Fonda's 2018 appearance on Megyn Kelly Today, where Megyn suddenly turned the discussion to the topic of Jane's age.
But you've been an example to everyone in how to age beautifully and with strength and unapologetically. You admit you've had work done, which I think is to your credit. But you look amazing. Why did you say, I read that you said you're not proud to admit that you've had work done. Why not?
We really want to talk about that now?
Well, one of the things people think about when they look at you is how amazing you look.
Well, thanks. Good attitude, good posture, take care of myself. But let me tell you why I love this movie that we did, Our Souls at Night, rather than plastic surgery.
Another star with clever comebacks is Aishwarya Rai, and she was quick to use them against David Letterman on his talk show in 2010.
And how many languages do you speak?
Well, I can speak about 4 languages.
What are those?
And
Indian?
I do understand, yeah.
Okay, tell me the 4 languages.
Hindi, Marathi, my mother tongue Tulu, and broken Tamil as well.
Wow. It's just crazy because here in the United States, we speak English.
Yeah.
But now, how did you get into your first... by the way, do you live with your parents? Is that true?
Yes.
Now, is that common in India for older children to live with their parents?
It's fine to live with your parents because it's also common in India that we don't have to take appointments with our parents to meet for dinner. So.
But remarks about her living with her parents can't be more embarrassing than questions about a celebrity's private parts. But that's exactly what Lady Gaga got when she sat down on CNN in 2009.
What about the crazy rumors that are out there? I mean, crazy rumors, for example, about you being a hermaphrodite. How do you feel about that when you read that?
I'm not even going to answer that question. You can ask me about scrutiny. I just would prefer that.
That line of questioning still isn't as shocking as the crude jokes David Letterman made about Lindsay Lohan's battles with drug addiction when she came on his show in 2013.
Now, aren't you supposed to be in rehab now?
Do you not watch anything that goes on?
I do.
Tabloid now?
Now here's what
May 2nd.
I was under the May 2nd. How many times have you been in rehab?
Several.
And how will this time be different? What are they rehabbing, first of all? What is on their list? What are they going to work on when you walk through the door?
We didn't discuss this in the pre-interview.
No, but it'll be 3 months, and do you have addiction problems?
Now you sound like Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So now, when you go to the rehab, what do they do?
We're here for a movie.
We have to what?
Let's stay on the positive. Aside from that side of the positive.
Yeah. All right. I have a list here of things that you've endured. Can I run down a few things?
Oh, can I see them first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
You can read them or not read them.
Okay.
Those are the jokes.
Oh. You okay now? Are you okay now? It feels like people should be helping you. Do you have money saved? Therapy? Ask yourself, why always in trouble? You can't make a joke of it That's so mean.
I'm not joking.
No, you're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Maybe one or two?
No, this is my show now. Stop.
Yeah, she's tearing up a little bit. God bless you.
David Letterman has a history of not knowing when enough is enough. He's just lucky that Lindsay didn't shut him down like Dakota Johnson did when Ellen DeGeneres tried to call her out live on air in 2019.
When was your birthday?
It was October 4th.
October 4th. You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
You've been on the show many times, and don't I show like?
Yeah. But I did invite you and you didn't come. So.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't think so.
Ask everybody. Ask Jonathan, your producer. Who said you were?
I was invited? Why didn't I go?
I don't know.
Was it, it was probably in Malibu. That's too far for me to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. No, I think I do remember I was invited. Thank you.